What's going on, everyone? It's your boy DeAnte. Break the cycle section. How you doing? And welcome to this week's forecast on GBPUSD. Before we get into the charts, I just want to remind you, go ahead and like this video if you're getting value from it. Drop a comment or drop your questions down below this video if you have any as we're going through this chart markup, all right? Also, be sure that you subscribe to our channel and click that notification button so you never miss another video, training, or strategy video that we put out on our YouTube channel, all right? Now, if you want to learn more about Forex, whether you're new or you want to find an extra edge in your trading journey, then go ahead and check out our academy, breakthecyclefs.com. We do weekly chart markups. We do weekly live trade sessions daily. Okay, I send out daily signals. We give out like strategies and tools given to you, all inclusive, in our Break the Cycle FS Academy. So once again, go ahead and check that out, breakthecyclefs.com. All right. Without that being said, here goes GBPUSD. Let's go. So on GU, starting from the weekly, it's pretty much looking the same. Not really the same, but from last week, guys. Last week we had this channel. If you guys caught my video on YouTube, we had this overall channel, but I was overall bearish on the weekly because if you look, all these moves back up to our overall trend line right here. Our overall trend is down. These are just pullbacks, right? These aren't trend reversals. Okay, these are just pullbacks into the original trend. It depends on what time frame you're looking at. Okay, these higher time frames, this is when we want to be at for the overall direction. So last week, let's let GU try that. So last week, off the daily time frame, we saw that GU was down at the bottom of our trend, overall trend, right? I just want to have a weekly on here. Let me see the weekly. Nope, just the daily. All right. So it was at the bottom of an overall bullish trend. Okay. Price was also testing our EMA 200. Basically, I didn't show the chart, but I'm gonna show it on this go around tonight. But on the weekly time frame, this is just a weekly bearish candle, right? And we're looking for price. After it fell down to EMA 200, there were two different outcomes that I was looking at. Number one, I was looking at price to reject right here off of the EMA 200 and buy back up, and we're looking for entry. I'm looking for entry, 50% of the overall weekly candle, which I'm gonna show you tonight. Okay, I'm looking for a retracement, 50% up to that candle, and then I'm looking for overall rejection down. Okay, that's on the daily. On the weekly, you saw right here, this is like an extra 113 pips, I think, or extra 113 or 20, somewhere around there. So I was a little bit hesitant last Sunday when I was doing my bias because I was like, yo, you know, price is sitting right here. It's the EMA 200 on the daily time frame. Yeah, we saw the EMA 50 was still, it's right at the EMA 200, so it didn't really cross yet, right? So price was still, we're looking for it to still pull up, okay? So I was a little bit hesitant because I was looking at, all right, if the price is here, right, and that's clearly, you know, area of interest where people will be looking for it to pull up, right, because it's off the EMA 200. I was thinking that it may actually either stop hunt down or fall a little bit more to the bottom of our trend. And then here I was going to look for the push up. If we look at, this is what happened this week on GU. This is that weekly candle I was talking about, right? 50% of that weekly candle I was looking for price to retrace up to see how it lines up. And I'm still looking for this. This is still about a markup. So looking for price to come right up here and for it to line up with, this is pretty strong, guys. It's not only does it line up with the 50 level on the Fed, which is all right with me, but it also lines up with the top of our overall trend. Okay, so it broke it here. When it broke this trend line here, and this big old bullish candle happened, a lot of people were jumping in buys, guys. A lot of people jumping in buys. And then what happened? Price turned around the next week and just dropped and just kept on dropping, right? So with that being said, price did break the previous low here. It broke this low over here. So we're looking for that pull up and push off, right? Let's go down to the daily. Daily is still looking at overall bias. If you guys notice, I haven't dropped not one EMA tonight. I haven't looked at the TDI at all tonight, right? This is just straight off of just the naked chart, all right? Just price action. That's all you need. And actually, it's a lot more simpler, okay? It's a lot more simpler. Trust me on that. So here we go, guys. GU on the daily. Doesn't that kind of look like never mind. So G on the daily, I was gonna say like a head and shoulders, but this should have came up a little bit more here. So never mind about that. But if you see, price brought up almost to that 50% level that we're looking at, right? Boom, it brought up to the 382. Okay, so a couple things can happen here. A couple things can happen. So when there is a 382 trend, right? When you drop a fib on your chart and price pulls up to the 382 and rejects, how do I want to say this? If it doesn't pass the 382 and it actually starts to fall a lot more, then you could basically look at that as price is going to continue. This is where a lot of Fibonacci traders look at. If we have a 382 pullback and then it rejects off and starts going back bearish again, then one or two things: either we're going to catch a double bottom here and then a buy up, or we're going to have that trend continuation to the downside. Okay? At any rate, remember, we are reactive, not predictive. Okay? We're going to wait to see what this is going to do, because we're still on our channel. I mean, it could fall. That down here, that's 195 pips. There's nothing to sneeze at, right? Let's talk about it. So even though it didn't make it completely up here to the 50% level of that weekly fib, I'm looking forward to see if it's going to push up again, okay? And how we can really follow this if we just keep on dropping down to the 4-hour time frame, all right? So we can get more information of what's going on, right? So we see on the 4-hour, we got the 382 pullback, boom, price rejected off of it. Here, we can get the break for it to keep on coming down and break out the retest, or it could just bounce back up. What you want to do is, if we're expecting this big run, or expecting the break, just drop the trend line, guys. Same thing, same stuff. This is a lot on here. All right, cool. So all you have to do, guys, remember, it's the same thing we do on every time frame, right? Just drop that trend line. Drop that trend line straight across. Boom. Right? Super easy, right? So we're not selling until we get a strong break, right? We're not selling until we get a strong break. As long as we keep getting rejections here, we go back up. Just be a little bit patient, guys. Be a little bit patient. How many pips is this? It's 130 pips. Let's see something here. Let's drop down. Let's draw our EMAs on here. All right, cool. So finally through my EMAs on my chart, right? So here we are on the 4-hour on GU. It's showing the sell POMA on the 4-hour. What I mean by sell POMA is that you see how these candles are below both this yellow EMA, which is my EMA 200, and this red EMA, which is my EMA 50, right? Once these two crossed over here, right, this became a downtrend on the 4-hour time frame. So after it broke this EMA 200 over here, still has to really come back to retest, right? So with that being said, I would not be surprised if we get a rejection here, buy back up to this level, and then to sell down. Does that make sense? So you could look for, or I am going to be looking for, especially tonight. Let me see how many pips is between this. I really don't like trading against this. Every time I trade against these guys, I lose. Unless I'm going for like 5 or 10 pips. If I try to go for like 25, 50 pips when against the trend, right, I lose. So therefore, like, I stopped doing that. Right, I stopped doing that. So we really have to see this break this next high over here, and then look for rejection back down. All right, it hasn't created new lows. This is still a higher low, right? This low is higher than this one, so it's still pretty much bullish, right? Until we see what happens at these areas of interest. EMA 50, 129.81, EMA 200. And 1.3040. So let me go back, guys. Who remembers us talking about institutional bank rates? Check out this price levels, guys. I didn't even notice it until just now. This low right here was at, it closed at 1.2880. That's it. That's the bank rate. Remember, numbers that end with all zeros like this. 1.2800 that ends in 500 or 50, okay, and that also in 1.2820, so 1.2820 and 1.2880. Those I would consider those like my minor bank rates, or like my majors is like when the numbers end in all zero, 1.2800 or 1.28500. Okay, so look at where were we at right here? It came straight to a bank rate. 1.2880 and rejected back up, right? Then what did it do? It pulled down to 1.2900, right? 1.2900, another bank rate. How high did it buy up? If we just go up just a little bit more, a couple pips off, 1.3000. Bank rate to bank rate, guys. Bank rate to bank rate. I'm gonna try to find the YouTube video that I did a couple weeks ago when I was talking about bank rates and debt. I might even do another one just to reiterate, but pay attention to those bank rates. That's a part of the technical analysis. So overall, looking to see it buy up, reject off here, and then sell back down, okay?
All right, guys, that's it for GBPUSD. I hope you enjoyed this breakdown. I hope you're able to take these charts and go out and make some money this week. If you want to see these charts more in depth, go ahead and join our free Telegram channel. The link is right below this video. If you want to learn more on how to trade Forex and learn more about break the cycle FX and our daily signals and everything we offer, go ahead and check out our academy, breakthecyclefx.com. As always, it's your boy DeAnte, Break the Cycle section, and I'll see you in the next video.